If doctors' offices and hospitals are supposed to be where we go to get healthy and feel better, then how come they've got hand sanitizer on every hallway corner? In this video, I want to talk about hand sanitizer. I want to talk about a component of hand sanitizer called triclosan. Now, triclosan is basically the main antibiotic property within hand sanitizer. And I want to talk about how it can be affecting your hormones, how it can be affecting your weight loss, and how it can ultimately be making you even feel depressed or more anxious. You see, when we look at hand sanitizer, any kind of topical lotion or anything like that, sometimes we forget that it's easy for the body to absorb those things through the skin. You see, it only takes a matter of seconds for those lotions and those poisons to pass through that transdermal layer and enter the bloodstream. We always think of things like when we eat food, then we're ingesting it, or if we're taking a pill, but we forget that it's so easy to just absorb something through your skin. And here we are putting something on our bodies that we have proof is extremely dangerous to us. So that triclosan has been proven to be no less effective than soap and water, and it's also been proven to be extremely dangerous. In fact, in 1978, the FDA pushed through to ban it, but it got stopped right at the end of that entire phase. So it kind of got left lingering in this gray area of something that we know is dangerous, but we just haven't had the political process to really push through and ban it, probably because it's so darn popular. So let's talk real quick about what triclosan can do in a negative way. So first and foremost, when you're wiping out bacteria in your body or you're wiping out bacteria on your hands, you're not just wiping out bad bacteria, you're wiping out the good bacteria as well. And when your body absorbs that, then you're also wiping out bacteria within your intestinal tract. You're wiping out bacteria within your bloodstream, and you're wiping out both the good and the bad. That's not always what we want to do. Now, additionally, triclosan has been shown to affect our hormones. It can actually alter how our body processes certain hormones. It can affect our estrogen levels, it can affect our testosterone levels, but it can also affect other components of the endocrine system that can essentially slow down your metabolism. So you never would have thought in a million years that by putting a little bit of hand sanitizer on your hand might literally be slowing down your metabolism. In fact, according to the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, it was shown that triclosan can affect your skeletal muscle health and your heart muscle health. And it does this by interrupting the cellular communication. In fact, it was shown that just one dose of triclosan, one dose of hand sanitizer, can reduce the effectiveness of cardiac muscle by 25%, and it can affect the output of skeletal muscle by 18%. That means that it's literally affecting your heart's output, and it's literally making you weaker. So now, you know, in my videos I talk a lot about digestive health, and I touched on it a little bit at the beginning of this video, but triclosan also affects your gut biome. You see, your intestinal tract, your gut, your entire enteric nervous system within your intestinal tract is all balanced out by bacteria. Man, it's got good bacteria and it's got bad bacteria, but if you're killing off both, you're really resetting that gut biome. And the thing is, we've got this thing called the enteric nervous system, which is all the nerve endings in your gut that communicate with your brain. And if you disrupt those, it can affect your mood. It can make you depressed. It can make you anxious. There have been countless studies that are showing the link between gut health and brain health. So now we have to think about topical, gut, and brain. So the second that we put some of that triclosan on our hands and it gets into our intestinal tract, well, then it kills off the bacteria there, and it can actually affect our brain and affect our mood, specifically talking about motivation and anxiety. So you can be less motivated and more anxious, which is not what we want. Now, the other thing is we all have different bacteria strains within our bodies to begin with. You know, one person next to you may have a 50% difference in bacteria than what you have. And if we wipe that out, then our bodies have to rebuild that from scratch. Like literally, we have to rebuild all the bacteria that's in our gut, which means that that communication with the brain can actually be altered once you're building it back. You see, you could be building back different strains of bacteria than you had in the past, which can cause personality changes. I mean, that's extreme. I mean, you're not going to say you're going to put some hand sanitizer on your hands and you're instantly going to start barking like a dog or making noises like a monkey. But the thing is, you're definitely over time going to start developing different traits and possibly even different habits. But the future is really unwritten. I mean, triclosan is proven to be dangerous, but if we continue using it at the rate that we're using it, we don't really know what the results are going to be in 10 or 15 years. So at the end of the day, you're working really hard on your health. You're working hard on losing weight. You're working hard on getting in the best shape of your life and feeling your best. You know, you're putting all this effort in, What's the extra effort to walk into the bathroom, walk into the kitchen, and wash your hands with good old-fashioned soap and water that's been proven to be just as, if not more effective than hand sanitizer, and obviously a lot safer? You don't want to disrupt all that hard work, messing up your gut biome simply because you don't have the time to wash your hands. As always, keep it healthy, keep it locked in here, and I'll see you in the next video.